I feel like it kind of goes for almost any skate. I think like you'll benefit if you have an aggressive skate, if you can get a UFS frame that is a rec frame and just put some miles on them, they will break in so much faster. Hello, friends, newcomers. Thank you for joining me. My name is Greg. This is my YouTube channel where I upload periodically. I'm trying to upload more again, but it's been a while. This channel revolves around skate adventures and other things that I enjoy, which one of those things is also electronic music, production, filmmaking, just in general, content making. I don't know. So we're here today because I felt the compulsion to make an actual YouTube video. Allow me to explain. I am attempting to make more YouTube videos because I love watching YouTube videos about rollerblading, people talking about rollerblading, people actively participating in rollerblade edits, live streams. So I've been feeling very inspired by, I see a lot of videos going up in regards to rollerblading. So I just want to contribute in any way I can. I try to document my skating, my friends skating, and try to make it look beautiful, and maybe at some point put something together around it. So this video is sort of like half a breakdown of how to get your standard omnis broken in, and the other is just like nice visuals of me rollerblading in South Florida in the summer. So let's just start the video and I'll commentate. I'll be in the little lower right corner doing the live streamer looking thing where I'm looking at the video and you're watching me watch the video and you're watching the video that I'm watching. So I'm gonna hit space bar, I'm gonna hit play, and we can just sort of do commentary, and I'll talk about how I broke my standard omnis in. All right, here we go. Boop-a-doop. Okay. All right, so I'll just get it out of the way, how I broke my standard omnis in, and then I'll give some context as to like my foot size when I bought these, my first experience with them, and where I'm at now. So as if you are a fan of aggressive rollerblading, grinder blading, any kind of like rollerblading that requires tricks and grinds and whatnot, then you'll know about standard skates, and it's a new skate company that Lawrence started, and it has an amazing pro team. I just watched their jumbo video. Freaking epic. I'm going to link it in the description if you haven't seen it. If you're a fan of rollerblading, you've probably heard of Standard, and you've probably already watched that jumbo video. And it's kind of like half of this is like, I'll go watch a good video like that and I'll get super stoked and be like, I want to make videos that contribute to skating, rollerblading, you know? So shouts to Jumbo. You guys are amazing videos. Anyway, okay. How I broke my standards in. I'm a 275 Mondo point. So that is kind of an odd, it's not an odd foot size, but it's kind of a little bit in between sizes of like a 10.5 and a 10. And sometimes I'm even a 9.5 in skates. And so the whole thing was I bought the standard omnis in a medium, and I bought it with the liner because I was curious if I was going to be able to jam my foot in that liner, and no, I wasn't able to jam my 275 foot in the medium standard liner. Results may vary, and again, this is like I'm talking from my own perspective and how I handled this, because I was one of those people who had very painful experience with my heel. My heels were too wide, or the heels in the skates were too skinny, and I was getting some pinch toe action and stuff like that. So I own a pair of Intuition liners that fit me really well, and I put those into the standard Omni skates. That improved things a little bit. I did the double foot pad thing. That improved things a little bit, but I was still getting heel pain. I heat molded them multiple times in the oven. That helped a little bit. Again, not quite to the point where I was happy feeling like, oh, these are comfortable and are ready to skate for a long time. And during this whole time, I was aggressive rollerblading with those. So aggressive, you know, whatever, like park skating. I was doing little jumps and grinds and stuff and all that jazz. And just wasn't, it was a fun skate. And I was learning new grind moves that I wasn't doing before. And I think it's kind of half psychological because you get a new pair of skates and you're stoked on them. But there is this sort of responsiveness of this boot that I love. Like, I'm really falling in love with. And so, but they were still painful. So there was like this very frustrating thing where I really wanted to skate them, but they were just not comfortable after like 20 minutes, you know? Like my heels would go numb, like around my ankle felt a little sore. So heat mold, did that, wasn't happy with it. And then I had this like realization because I have a pair of Anthony Poitier FR white intuition skates or whatever. And when I first got those, I'd say for the first 3 months, they were very uncomfortable. Like, I had to do many adjustments to them. Same thing, pressure points, maybe not in the heel, but in the ankle and the toes. And I had to do a little heat mold. I heat gun, push, you know, that kind of thing. So I realized that it took me 3 to 4 months of like consistent rec skating. And this is the key here. This is, I've spent about 4 minutes just rambling, but this is the key point here is if you're trying to break in any pair of skates, whether it be Standard Omnis, like a difficult pair of skates that are difficult to break in with like a polymer or plastic, that's like a new thing, is what I would do is take the heat gun to the heel. Heat gun. As long as like I can tolerate doing the heat gun, like I kind of went crazy a little bit, and then I stuck my foot in there and I went for a 2-mile skate, a 3-mile skate, a 4-mile skate. And I literally, after like putting a good 10 miles on the Omnis, they were all of a sudden like there was like a vast improvement. So take your if you're an aggressive skater, think about it like this. It's like I tend to rec skate and park skate. I can't even say aggressive skate because I'm an old man and I'm just happy to like do a sole grind on a P-rail, and that's great for me. I'm not gonna go do ledges in the streets and stuff like that. But it's like I would spend like 2.5 hours at the skate park. I'm not putting that much mileage on my skates because I'm moving, I'm stopping, I'm moving, I'm stopping. And there's not enough time for these things to like heat up and mold around your feet. I mean, the other thing is also that you have hot weather. This is like it's like summertime in Florida and it's been brutally hot. But this weekend, this video footage from this weekend, is me and my homie Manny Blade Shred going for a 12-mile skate on El Rio Trail in Boca Raton. So heat gun, skate. Don't give those skates a chance to like get back into like their original form. And this isn't, and again, like, or let me just state for the record that I love these skates, and it took some effort and love to get them to where I want, and it was a bit of a commitment. I'll agree on that regard, and I from what I understand, like when these things came out of the factory, like the manufacturer didn't cure the molds, you know, well enough, and they like some of them deformed and I just took on like slightly different shapes. So you kind of have to reform them around your foot. And after they've been reformed, like we did 12 miles here, comfy, so comfy, like such a great feeling. But I had the comfort and I had the responsiveness, you know. So it's like this best of both worlds scenario. So that is my rant, or just like my little feedback thing about Standard Omni skates and how to break them in. Just, you gotta put mileage on them. It's like if you aggressive skate with them, you're not putting enough miles on them. And then you'll start realizing how if you don't rec skate or you don't urban skate or whatever, give it a shot. And especially if you're like at my age, where if you're injured, like I was, like I'm still nursing, like I'm recovering from taking a P-rail to my left butt cheek, like full send 3 weeks ago. Like I had black and blue that just like, I don't even want to, I could barely sit for like a whole week. I had to be laying sideways. It was terrible. But like I still wanted to skate and I could stand. So I couldn't go to the park, so I would just rec skate and put mileage on these things and got them nice and broken in. So I'd say that I feel like it kind of goes for almost any skate. I think like you'll benefit if you have an aggressive skate, if you can get a UFS frame that is a rec frame and just put some miles on them, they will break in so much faster. Like there's so many other, there's a lot of different factors that also play. Obviously, I'm in a warm climate, so my skates will definitely be softer than someone who lives in the Northeast, or like in Tahoe, or like above 10,000 feet above sea level or something, you know? But I think the heat gun and the movement afterwards, but putting like a good solid hour into your skating helped significantly. So this ends my how to break in your standard skates ramble. Now let's move on to just watching a guy watching himself and his friends skate. So this is from this past weekend. I was looking at my like mileage app or whatever, my exercise app, my Strava. I did around 40 miles this weekend overall from Friday through Sunday, and I'm spent. And it's raining outside, so I can't skate right now because I would probably be skating right now. But this trail is actually really nice. There's one thing that I do like. I wish no, okay. Some of the best memories I have from when I was like younger, when I was 14 years old, and I finally got semi-decent at rollerblading, and I had a pair of TRS Lightnings with 72 millimeter wheels. I would just put those on and go around my neighborhood, go outside my neighborhood. Eventually, like, we started exploring outside of like our borough of Staten Island, and we would go into the Manhattan skate. You know, I remember skating the Brooklyn Banks when I was 16 years old. There's something about just like putting on a pair of skates and going. Like, look at the sky. This is like, I freaking love Florida, dude. Like, such beautiful, just, I don't know. It's hard to put into words, right? The colors, the dramatic range of colors, and then the shades, that just hues that come out of the sky after like an insane rainstorm is just pure magic. And we're right in that season right now in South Florida, where like from, I'd say, May through September, you're just gonna get like, probably gonna get some wild rainstorms. And then you're gonna be like, oh man, I can't go skate right now because it's raining. But then, if you're patient, nature will reward you, and you get this. This is stunning. So we are on El Rio. So okay, I just wanted to kind of do a little sideline about how beautiful it was. It was so funny because like we're in a bunch of WhatsApp chat groups, and like I see the people that are hyped to go skate, and they're like, it's gonna rain, and people are just like, oh, I can't go, it's raining. I'm just like, trust in the fact that the rain usually like will pass in it's like maybe a 20-minute thing, maybe a 30-minute thing. Right, today's an all-day thing, but it'll just it'll be like a passing storm, and then everything will be mostly dry by the time you get to your destination. So we got to El Rio Trail. There was some wet spots because there was like shade, trees. The water didn't get a chance to evaporate, and it was a little slippery, a little sketchy, but the rest of it was just magnificent. And so we made a little detour to FAU and check out the spot check. Look at those rails, dude. Look at those rails. We probably would get kicked if we decided to come here and street skate, which I wouldn't, because I'm too old and fragile. But if you're somebody who's interested in something like that, FAU has got some cool spots there. Just probably would get kicked out really quickly because their security is hardcore over there. But okay, so I ranted about the Standard Omnis, breaking them in. I talked about the weather. Maybe talk about this 360 camera, because this is the Insta360X4, which I didn't need, but being like a video-centric guy, I saw this as an investment in my business, because I do use 360 cameras a lot for like mounting on, like the other day I mounted the X4 on a Cessna 4-seater and for a TV show, and I'm so glad I mounted that camera where I did, because I was able to get outside of the cockpit view, and I recorded that in the 8K resolution of the X4, and I was able to convert it into a 1080p video of like a flattened 1080p video. And I thought the footage looked incredible because I was able to get the pilot, co-pilot, and exterior, and I was able to pan around and it has like really nice dynamic range. Like I'm looking at like right now you're watching these clips of me grinding on the standards, and I'm literally bringing up the shadows in the clip, and I'm able to pull like a lot of information out, which is like really impressive. So this is 360X4, very handy, highly recommend. X3, and also an amazing camera. Like if you are somebody who skates, somebody who does video stuff, or if you want to get like cool behind the scenes shots, like I'll mount a 360 camera to my gimbal handle and I'll get like a shot perspective of me filming somebody, and for some reason people love that type of content more than the actual end result. So that's fine, as long as it gets me more business, that's cool. So anyway, this is a P-rail session this is like after I broke my ass off 3 weeks ago, and this is the first time I'm hitting a P-rail again. This is after like 25 miles of skating back to back, like 2-3 days in a row. This is like Sunday evening, I think, or Saturday evening, whatever. Yeah, it was Saturday evening. And my legs are already fatigued, and when you really eat it. Good job, Carlos. That's Carlos, another homie that we skate with. We meet up at Tamarack. Anyway, so when you eat it, and you kind of get instilled with the fear because you just had like a significant injury. Like all I tried to do was a backside, and I like impaled myself on this cursed P-rail. So this is my first time like hitting a skate park and trying grinds again, and like it's been almost 3 weeks. So I was a little spooked going in. I had the fear. But the Omnis are now broken in, and they feel really good, like really comfortable. And my Royales felt really good. My Sols felt really good. Started getting my confidence back. And this is what happens when I get my basic tricks down, or like when I start like I hit like a rhythm or a flow state where I don't think about anything else except I need to grind again. I need to grind again. I need to do that again. I need to do that again. And it's like a weird teenager brain where I can't get enough. So I like impulsively have to go back for more. It's like a weird addictive trait, maybe. I gotta look into that. But I mean, this was a really fun session. Like I didn't get like a whole lot of crazy tricks in, but like I was able to get my basic grinds back. like just my basic 2, which is the Soul and the Royale, and I was able to Unity. And so this is the part where I scared myself because I fell on the same part that's not fully healed yet. So I was like, okay, I'm done with that for now. Yo, freaking Manny with the front side with the 3 out. So steezy. Whack unities. So Insta360, look, this is the X4. It's getting really dark right now. I raised the shadows and you're able to make out the details. The one thing that really still kind of drives me insane with like the auto mode of the Insta360 is that the shutter speed is out of your control. And I would rather have the shutter speed be high so we are less blurry looking when we move around in the low light. But that would require me to go into the settings and like raising the ISO and then raising the shutter speed. So, I mean, I'm really impressed with this Insta360X4. I've had the X3 for about 1.5 years now, and it's an amazing camera. I had a lot of fun with it. Had the RS1 as well, and I lost it like an idiot, and that's a very expensive loss somewhere in an airport somewhere. Sorry, man. Sorry, RS1. I hope you are in good hands at least. So yeah, this is me talking about rollerblading, many aspects of it: filming, weather, skate fit, feeling good, having a good chill sesh with the homies. I mean, this weekend was amazing. I'm so grateful for rollerblading and quad skating too. Like I've been having a lot of fun quad skating. Oh, see, that was a backslide. I haven't done a backslide in like a decent backslide in 20 years because our skates used to be very grippy. My K2 Fatties, uncomfortable. Oxygen's uncomfortable. Lightning TRS is uncomfortable. All 3 of those skates, just, you know, I was able to do backslides on them because the plastic was so soft you could just get a grip and it'd be like act like as a brake. Now everything's so fast. You got to get used to this, the groove, the Royale being with no resistance. And this is my outro clip. This is the next day, semi-shirtless Greg. Beautiful Florida weather. Again, look at those clouds. Look at that sun. Come on. This is 9:30 in the morning. Stunning. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this kind of video, a little long form, a little ranty, sick, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe. I'm gonna just try to upload more crap, even if it's not great. I just need to upload. I feel the need to contribute. So thank you for your time. Love y'all. Peace.